just stitch them together. They play back to back. So, all right, bet. Hey guys, welcome back to Ultima Games. As you can see, we finally have a camera, and we can actually see what's going on. It's not longer just audio and some gameplay that I just randomly threw up.
Boo.
Yeah, I used to hate that. But, of course, we are still transitioning into things, so the camera lens isn't the best, so video might be a little bit blurry. 720p, I hope, at least, at the very least.
Bro, I get 4K on my drone.
Yeah. When you're on a budget, you have to make compromises, but yeah.
I could bring my drone and like you could record on the drone, just like have it sitting there, you know.
You're gonna be stuck with the winding noise though.
No, I won't turn on. I'll just like have it there because I could turn on the camera without it actually flying.
That really annoys me.
Yeah, and then I'll just be like, yeah, it's 4K at least, but whatever, and wide eye.
Yeah. Okay. Must be nice being rich. Nah. I mean, we've gotten stuff going. It's gonna change as things go on, of course, but. For the most part, I mean, I like how the setup's going. We got a nice little bookshelf here, and we got more posters, which are going to be coming more as time goes by. Justin, decided to bring me some posters.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't have anime posters because
anime stuff.
I'm an anime guy.
Anime stuff works too. I got a few up there, as you can see.
I'm pretty sure I offered you a good amount of anime stuff. You're like, oh, this is a video game channel. Okay.
Shut up, dude. No. But anywho, let's just jump right into it because we've been slacking for the last hour before we even started recording.
Oh yeah.
But we got two big topics today, of course. Assassin's Creed Shadows, which surprised a lot of people. That's going to be a fun topic to complain about because it's not complain about, talk about. And we also got to talk about Marvel Rivals, of course, which is a big topic for a lot of people because Overwatch has not been doing great. It has been really struggling from what I've been hearing. It's been a good amount of years since I played Overwatch, right? Yeah. So it's definitely going to be interesting to talk about that. But let's start off with Assassin's Creed, though. The trailer's out. Came out a few days ago. What do you think? I'm excited. It looks great.
Well, you already know when it comes to me, anytime Japan, anything is involved, I'm excited about it. And I'm not a big, I've never been a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I believe we said it was two. They had, was it Connor or was it the one that had the Native American one?
Connor Kenway, yeah.
Because I'm half Native American, so I thought that I liked that one just because it had that little bit of vibe to it. But other than that, I didn't play any other ones really other than that one. But when I saw this one, I was like, cool. Where was this 10 years ago?
Literally, I can't lie. They're super late. Ghost of Tsushima, Wulong.
Trek to. Oh, what was that? I played the one that was like a side scroller. It was Trek to.
Oh, Trek to Yomi.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
that was.
There's been a lot of samurai style games, and of course, good and bad, of course. But it's just weird for Assassin's Creed to be doing this now. I guess they kind of waited a good time to do it, but kind of not. Aside from that, though, I'm excited about the game. Yasuke, of course, they're doing, which is really awesome because lately I feel like he hasn't been too great in other stuff. Like that anime on Netflix that came out wasn't really the best, but not the worst thing ever I've seen.
I mean, people loved the anime from what I saw. People enjoyed it.
I was mixed about it. I just, it's a whole thing, but we'll talk about that later if we ever start doing anime stuff consistently.
Vote in the comments, say you want an Ultima anime channel that I've been begging this guy to do, so I can actually show up with stuff that I actually know about.
Yeah, I mean, you know some stuff. You just gotta expand your horizons a bit and play some Destiny.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna play that crappy game.
Destiny's
Don't get started with it now. Just stick to the damn.
Destiny's amazing. All right, but yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows is looking really good. It's been a while since we had another title since Valhalla and Odyssey and Origins and all that. It looks like it's great. We haven't seen any gameplay. Of course, the only trailer we've seen is CGI. I'm excited. It looks like we're getting two main characters to play through. I really hope we don't have the syndicate situation where where one side is really way more interesting than the other, like with Evie and Jay. Because with Evie was more of the stealthy style assassin, while Jacob Fry was the more brawler-esque in the streets kind of guy. And his side of the story wasn't the worst thing ever, but it really wasn't all that interesting when it compared to Evie's. She had more intrigue and there was more things to look forward to in her section of the game. I hope we don't have that here in this one. I really want this game to really hit. Valhalla was decent, Origins was okay, a little too big for my taste, but that game's kind of hard to judge because that one really changed the formula at the time. Before Black Flag and after Black Flag or whatever. It really changed things up and became a little bit more like Dark Souls in a sense. A lot of games are starting to move to that, which is really weird to me, but I get it because that formula is so great. Some games really do it really well, some others don't. Final Fantasy is a great example of a shift like that. A game that's originally turn-based is now doing action-oriented stuff like Devil May Cry. Great example of that kind of change. But for here, I hope they stick with the formula of keep this an Assassin's Creed game. I enjoyed Mirage 2 a little bit more than I thought I would. Going back to that old school formula was great, but at the same time, it still kind of retained some of its same issues. Like some abilities you got were just so broken. Like you literally just dive, shoot like 5 arrows, and instantly kill 5 people. Mm-hmm. And it's not like you're doing anything realistic. You're like literally teleporting to each person. So that was basically a Nightcrawler game.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm excited for this though. I can't wait to see what they do. Finally, another Black Assassin, which is awesome. Yasuke.
Isn't he from the thing? If they want to keep it at least close to being historically accurate, it looks like he's been more of a samurai, and the female was more of the actual assassin because she has it shows her with the actual assassin blade. It looked like Yasuke was just a dude who had a club in his hand and beating people, which is funny because it sounds just like you talked about the Syndicate.
Yeah,
it might be what's going on with this.
That's why I brought it up. That's why I was kind of nervous. I'm like, all right, is my dude gonna get the hidden blade and hood or what? Or is he just gonna be a warrior who's on the side, helping out or whatever, and who contributes to the story to some degree, but not fully invested in it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be playing as what's it called soon, and yeah, that's the downside of the studio a little bit, but hey, but yeah, I mean, it's looking like that. I won't say too much on it just because we haven't seen gameplay and we haven't seen the story. This game is supposed to be a little bit smaller than Origins, which is way smaller than Valhalla was. Valhalla was like super huge, and compared to Origins was pretty big, but not compared to Valhalla. Valhalla was just ridiculously big, like almost Witcher big.
Okay. Yeah. Wasn't Valhalla like one of the first ones they did for the new consoles?
Yes.
That's probably why it was able to.
Yeah, and they're still experimenting. One thing I like about Ubisoft is that they always have the tendency to kind of experiment, really kind of try new things in a sense, but at the same time still retain what's great. Even though sometimes when they do that, it kind of backfires because they get that Far Cry situation where things don't really change. It's the same game, and even the villain starts to feel the same, and it's just kind of gross. But
are they still working on that Star Wars game? The Star Wars Outlaws?
As far as I know, yeah.
So
talking about Outlaws?
Yeah, it was Outlaws, right?
Outlaws, yeah. Outlaws is still coming out. I think it's supposed to come out soon, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
I've been slacking on the news a little bit.
Yeah, especially with your hatred of Star Wars in general. So
I don't completely hate Star Wars. There's like 10% of me that likes it, but I like all the memes of it.
Oh, okay.
Like Robot Chicken, things like that, Legos. But yeah, I just can't do Star Wars. That's not for me. How did you feel about the game though? I mean, you've been.
Yeah, like I said, I said in the beginning, I haven't played a lot of Assassin's Creed. I've always loved the idea of Assassin's Creed, I guess. Mm-hmm. But I said when they started adding in, pirates, and then they went to Egypt.
The pirates made sense though. Pirates was the best one. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag was the best.
I meant that was Connor Kenway. No, which one was that?
That was Edward Kenway.
Edward Kenway. I liked because I actually had his costume that I've worn a lot of times. It's funny I had a costume, but I never actually played the game. Mm-hmm. So his costume design or the character design was awesome.
Yeah, it was shit.
Yeah, but you know me, I'm not a big pirate dude anyway. But I never played Black Flag or anything after that. It's funny. I actually had a steel case version of was it the one in Egypt? That one
Origins, yeah.
Origins, right? Mm-hmm. And I never played it.
Crazy.
I just had the steelbook.
Might as well give that to me, dude.
Yeah, sorry, man. I just wasn't I wasn't huge into Assassin's Creed. I knew it was a decent game, and then I played 2. Loved it just because of the whole Native American thing, and I said I'll play this one. I'm hoping it'll be great. I leave the main issues with it to you when it comes out because I know how you'll be when it comes out. Hopefully we get a completed game. You know how games are getting nowadays. But
yeah, and then it's funny because like a lot of people right now are complaining about like the character, and I was just like, this is how I know like when people complain about stuff, they're just doing it just because. Yeah. They're like, oh, why isn't there an Asian main character? And I mean, like, there's one literally in the game, so why are people complaining about that? Oh, why is it a black samurai? I'm just like, because he's historically real, and it's not just bullshit. Like, people crack me up, man. Learn your history a little bit there, buddy, because it just sometimes people just talk to talk.
Yeah, when it comes to that period of like Japan, there wasn't a lot of like written stuff down. So the cool thing about Yasuke, we know that you can say Yasuke, Yasuke, however you want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Yasuke is like the correct way to say it in Japanese. So like there was written to the point where we know he existed.
Yeah.
Now there is nothing written like of his history of like what he did. So the cool thing about it is you don't have to technically be historically accurate because no one really knows how his life went in Japan.
Right.
So and that's the great thing about a game like this. Like, yeah, he could be super badass samurai. No one, I have no idea. Yeah, like, what you have to. There's no proof to show me. Oh, he wasn't.
Right.
You know, you still say there's no proof that show he
even
was.
Even if it wasn't true.
But it's a video. Yeah, it's a video game.
It's a game.
Yeah, have fun with it. Why not?
Right.
We've been seeing. I believe one of the earliest, for example, was like he was like some Japanese. It wasn't a manga. It was like a children's book. I think it was like 1968 or something like that, or that he was first mentioned in like anything Japanese, and it could as a historical figure. And since then, it's been, you know. So I guess you could say it's kind of like one of those folklore people, kind of like I don't know, who's an American folklore hero? Who that? Oh, John Henry. Was that John Henry?
I think so.
Or like Paul Bunyan, like the guy who had a big old axe and a blue ox. I believe Paul Bunyan was supposed to be like a real person, but I mean, no one in the world is a giant with the giant blue ox, and so. But yeah, so but, you know, let's have fun with it, man. I'm looking forward to it. If you love Japan stuff and samurai stuff and ninja stuff, then you enjoy the game. That's all I'm gonna say. Have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I hope it turns out to be a good game. Ubisoft, for the most part, has been doing all right. I don't think they've been doing too bad. I haven't really kept up with them too much, so I can't really fully say. Let's take that with a grain of salt. But yeah, I mean, they're usually pretty spot on with Assassin's Creed for the most part.
Yeah, last thing I saw that I played for them was it the Division 2?
Yeah,
that was a pretty cool game.
I mean, they got a canceled project not too long ago too. It was supposed to be like this homeland or this home front version of it, and they never put it out. They canceled it for some reason.
Didn't they cancel it to focus on Star Wars? Cause I remember when they got the Star Wars IP for like that game, it just took over everything, and they really wanted the game to be amazing because EA was screwing it up. That's why all these Star Wars IPs went out to okay, let's make a great Star Wars game.
Right.
So, but I was kind of surprised they made an Assassin's Creed game because I knew they were focusing on the Star Wars game. But when I saw the trailer, I wasn't mad about it.
Yeah, but I mean, Ubisoft's got tons of studios though, so I mean,
that's true.
They got tons of resources left, and they're pretty in an okay spot. Way better than EA is right now because EA is like hurting.
I don't even know where they're at right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And I'm mostly just worried about BioWare, but they're redoing Mass Effect, so I mean, as long as they do it right, they should be fine. But that's a whole debate for another day. I can't wait for the Witcher / Skyrim debate.
Oh yeah, well, whenever we get right.
I don't know, man. It's getting to the point now where it's like if they remaster this game one more time, that's technically that's technical level.
I believe I went over to your side a long time ago.
Yeah, I know. I just remember those days.
I know. I will admit I was wrong. That's for another day.
Yeah, but anywho, it's enough about Assassin's Creed and other awesome games. Let's talk about Marvel.
That's what I was waiting for.
Because I know you.
Yeah, you already know who this is.
You are excited about this. I know Overwatch has been super stagnant. Let me hear your thoughts about this game, man.
Yeah, so I was able to get some gameplay on it and actually get to see the game for what it was. Mm-hmm. It's funny. Yeah, when I first saw it, you know, everyone first saw the I don't know, they called beta trailer or whatever they had a gameplay trailer. And everyone was like, yeah, it's Overwatch, pretty much. Right. And I got to actually do the alpha trailer, and I'm like, it's Overwatch. How do you say? So, Overwatch first person. This one's third person. That's gonna be like really, honestly, the only main difference. Honestly, it's just the difference in the perspective of you. Mm-hmm. Some people don't like third person. Some people don't like first person. I just like the game. So, but it looks awesome. I love the fact that there are roles. You know, you have your, I think they call the DPS, they call them duelists, which is kind of cool.
Not really the terminology.
I think it's called duelist. Yeah, like you're a duelist or something like that.
That's funny.
And then you have your tank and your support. But unlike Overwatch, it seemed that when you there's no lock. It looked like there's no locked roles, so you can have 3 support or 3 tanks, however you want to do it. From what I was seeing, pretty much was. But the cool thing was when when you pick somebody, you're not just like left out to dry.
Yeah.
So like when you're a tank, you're like a tank or whatever.
Right.
But when I'm seeing people, being the Hulk or being Doctor Strange, you're out there actually just doing crazy stuff, which is awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I like. I mean, it looks like it's gonna be an epic game. Only issue I saw, no console release from what I saw. You have to have PC or Mac, unfortunately, if you're into that.
I mean, we got PC, so it's not too big of a thing right now. But I'm sure if it gets traction, it'll pick up and come to consoles. When I saw the trailer for this game, I was surprised. I was surprised at how much it looked like Overwatch. Like this, just from the art style, the environments, the world itself, it looked like Overwatch. Like if you told me this was an Overwatch game without showing me the characters' abilities and how they moved, I would just tell you it's Overwatch. And I played that. I played that game for years, so it's crazy just to see how this can just replicate it so easily.
Yeah.
The new character abilities look awesome, though. I was shocked at how versatile it looked, and it didn't look. I don't want to say Overwatch is like claustrophobic in a sense of like its characters and what they do and how they act and stuff. But here it just felt like there was much more freedom in like how each character played.
Yeah.
Like it was great, like the versatility of like Spider-Man versus like what Doctor Strange was doing. Sending people through portals and changing their entire direction, which is crazy great gameplay ideas. Like they know these characters inside out. And it shows.
Like when you see like Scarlet Witch ulting, her ults, she releases like that chaos explosion.
Right.
So her chaos explosion is kind of like a Reaper ult, right? Mm-hmm. But the cool thing is you get like you're vulnerable when you're using the ult, right? You're because she's doing this weird thing when she's doing like this and then she explodes.
Right.
So it gives you so it has like an area of effect that it shows you where you can escape. Mm-hmm. Now imagine if you're ulting and you get a Doctor Strange doing his little thing and you just land on the team and just board wipe them. It's so freaking awesome, bro. Yeah, but the Overwatch thing from just a little bit of research I did. I mean, I just put 2 and 2 together. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's fact or anything, but NetEase, I believe, is the studio who's working with Marvel Studios to make the game. They're a Chinese studio. And according to just a little bit of research I did, whether it's real or I don't know, but they were the ones who worked with Blizzard on World of Warcraft and Overwatch, but in the Chinese versions, because everything in China has to be different. So my assumption is they were oh yeah, hey Marvel Studios, we have this template of a game, cough cough, that might be popular but dying, cough cough. Let's just use this template. So I mean, because literally you see the Star-Lord gameplay. Mm-hmm. He's literally walks like Reaper, the same walking with 2 guns, but he shoots like Tracer.
That's crazy. It's funny too, because like you always see these like little games, like the new COD killer or the new Destiny killer game, and it's like a game that's like kind of cool, but like I wouldn't trade all this for just that. But with this game, it's kind of like it probably could do it, especially if like the support is there. They they make the right moves. They don't do anything weird with the battle pass or locking out characters and shit like that. I think Overwatch should be very, very concerned right now because they're already doing weird things. That collaboration with Porsche was weird.
It was.
I don't know why we needed that. The Cowboy Bebop stuff was great, but it's like that's like a 20 plus year old anime.
They made a
so it's
$1
like
dollar thing. Yeah,
it's like it's cool, but it's just like, do we really need that right now? And we just got a new character, which I think they put out just to hold us over because it's just like damn.
So I would say Overwatch would be a little concerned, but the fact that this game will only be on PC, because Valorant was supposed to be an Overwatch, put on like Overwatch killer or put Overwatch on the spot, but it was only for PC. So
yeah, but Valorant is more of like it's more of a Counter-Strike specific game. Like we made this game with the intention of PC in mind only.
Yeah, but it was Counter-Strike and Overwatch, it was like Counter-Strike X Overwatch pretty much.
Yeah.
So because it played like Counter-Strike, but it had like all the Overwatch-ness to it.
Yeah,
because you had the abilities and all that.
But again, it plays like Counter-Strike. Like even the way you shoot and the way it looks like a game that's for mouse and keyboard. Like I said, they could launch like next month and this game does all the sales it needs to. It would take a snap decision just to be like, okay, we're putting this on consoles too.
Now, if they do that, Overwatch really should be like, okay, yeah.
Unless Steam or somebody else is like, no, we want this PC exclusive only. Then that's when you're like, okay, shit, we're screwed.
Yeah, I mean, about then, I'd put it on console because, as I said, it's funny because if you look at the template of the game when it comes to the abilities, it's the same. They don't have no extra abilities. You get 2 abilities. You get the ult. you get your primary, you get a secondary possibly, and all the abilities.
Right.
So it literally can be done on a controller. I don't know why they're not putting it on console. I think it'd be awesome on console. People would love.
Yeah.
The fact that you have the IP of Marvel, I just think that they should have put it on console as well. But I mean, hopefully they get a port or they get it on console as well at some point.
Yeah, I think the reason why it's just coming on PC first is because putting games on PC is just way easier. I think.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, when you consider the amount of just regular games that are on there now, it's crazy because there's certain requirements you have to hit with consoles, and it's just way easier for PC.
Understandable if you're in a indie company, but there's Marvel Studios.
Yeah,
they have the power.
They got a lot of things, but that also means too that they don't. That means there's some level of doubt in this game where it's okay, we know we got something cool, but is it enough to worthy? Is it worthy enough of wasting a few $1 million on to put on, console, and other platforms or whatever? Because this could easily go to Switch too. And if it really, really wanted to, this isn't that graphically.
Graphically, it wasn't very well. It was an alpha, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, things could change. I mean, this game still isn't out yet, so we could still see a console update or of some kind. With Game Pass being as prevalent as it is, who knows?
Ooh, that'd be so nice if we just get on Game Pass. Ooh,
yeah.
man. Oh, bro, make it Xbox exclusive.
Jeez.
Now that's how you win a console war.
That would be wild. Let me check this camera because I heard it beep.
Podcasting on a budget. Oh, it's enough?
I swear to God, if I have not been recording this whole time, I'll my goddamn lunch.
Be like, bro, yeah, this is a
I mean, at the worst case, if I had audio, we got the audio at the worst.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not too worried about that, but that means that I would have to check on. But I should have flipped it the other way so I can check it when I see.
Yeah,
But I didn't. I'm an idiot. Sorry if there's gonna be some weird edits. I probably didn't cut, or I probably didn't start the video.
Myself. Sorry.
But
I didn't know we're recording already.
Yeah, I pressed the button. It's recording.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
But yeah, there might be some weird edits, so you'll either get audio or video. So don't be mad at us. But anyway, back to Marvels. Yeah, if I was Blizzard right now, I'd be watching this game like a hawk because it could potentially just shit on them and just take over everything from them. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Overwatch community and fan base is fairly dedicated for the most part.
You've got to be still playing the game.
they've got people still playing. People are still coming to play, enjoy it, and there's still a game there. But it's just competition on multiplayer games is super fierce. It's hard to keep the attention of players in general, especially if you're just doing really gonk-based decisions like collaborating with Porsche for no reason. And I bet you have to buy that skin, and it's just Or you could do some bonehead stuff like buy a company, or you could be bought by a publisher for $1 billion and then not make said money back, and then have to cut people off. I'm looking at you, Bungie and Sony, because that's exactly what happened there. But I mean, hey, it happens. Business is crazy. Running a gaming company is the furthest thing from easy. And yeah, I'd be shocked if this game didn't struggle a little bit when Marvels come out. But I don't think it'll kill it per se, but it'll definitely hurt it. Now, I could be wrong. This game could blow up and just leave Overwatch in the dust with 1,000 people playing or something. Anything could happen at this point. But I don't know. I'd be shocked. It just depends. And
yeah. So I think just the thought of this game has already put at least a little bit of pressure on Blizzard. Mm-hmm. Because, well, first of all, that Porsche collaboration was coming out super slow. All of a sudden, Marvel's Alpha comes out, and oh yeah, here's the Porsche collaboration for real this weekend. And then I believe I saw that they said, oh yeah, just so you know, we have that PvE is coming out. We're actually going to be doing it. I'm like, oh, where did that come from all of a sudden? Okay,
literally.
So I think just it's like I said, when it comes to business or these gaming things, it go one or two ways. Maybe more than one two ways. But the main thing is more one or two ways. They can go, okay, this game came out, it's taking our fan base. We can be the type of okay, you guys want to leave, we'll just shut the game down. Or you could be the other way, which not a lot of people are, is go, this game is taking our people. Why don't we make this game better again? Why don't we actually put effort into making this game great again, and then we get the people back? So I think the other way is, I think nowadays everyone's just so easy to say, okay, fine, we'll shut it down. Let's just make another game. Let's just make money that way instead of actually going, okay, you know what? Let's fix the game and bring people back. Kind of, I will say this, kind of what EA did with Battlefield. Because they could have been like, yeah, this game 2042 is a failure.
Yeah.
We'll work on the next one. But you know what? No, they spent the whole year saying, you know what? We'll fix it. We're going to make another year of, at least another year of, updates and all that. And people are playing Battlefield again. So, it could be
that
like
is
that.
true.
Yeah.
Battlefield is pretty good right now, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, some companies, they'll innovate. They just give up and just move on to the next thing. I could see them totally doing that. This game coming out could give them the space to, be like, okay, let's take a breather for a sec. Let's come back and like really just focus in on like what we need to do for this game. If anything, they just need to innovate, give us a good, huge, Taken King or, Lightfall size, amount of content, and, stop making these bonehead decisions like, hey, PvE stuff, we're going to charge you for it. How about we don't do that? And then bam.
Or how about, let's make a whole new game that has PvE, but not come out the PvE.
Yeah, let's throw some story in this supposedly expanded upon world game and actually let these people know what's going on. Because their cinematic trailers are awesome. I'm surprised there's not more like movies and
I feel like they could have just said, you know what, let's just end production on the game. We'll just make cinematic shorts about the story of Overwatch, and then that'd be kind of cool. I would love that.
That'd be so simple, but I mean, it just happens.
Yeah, because they're
cinematic trailers.
The cinematic studio, the one who makes the trailer or makes their cinematics is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they're great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They always make good stuff. Like that Reinhardt one was probably one of my most favorite ones of all. He's like, oh, and then like that one, all the most iconic lines ever. And then it's just like, where's that at? Like. Or you could give us a story mode or something. Let us go crazy with the characters and use campaign to make us learn characters. That'd be awesome. But Overwatch and Blizzard is they're just not doing it right now.
Yeah, well, that's gonna be Marvel Rivals and NetEase gonna be taking over.
Yeah, those Chinese companies, man, they make some stuff.
Yeah, they're gonna be careful, y'all. They're gonna be using your information and steal your information from us Americans.
Yeah.
So they can fuel their war.
And you know what shocks me the most right now that I don't see? I might be wrong. It might be out there, and I'm just not in the loop enough to know. But I'm surprised there's no anime MOBA. Like as much as like people love like League of Legends and Smite and all
there's
that.
There's got to be one, at least in Japan or something.
I'm sure there's something there.
Yeah, it's got to be. There's no way there's not at least one.
Like, because I see things like all the time too, like that Nike mobile game, like all those anime mobile games. I see them everywhere. They have all this promotion and all these animations and CGI event trailers and shit, and I'm just like, okay, where's all that on a console game though? Genshin Impact's probably the closest thing to that, and that Honkai Star Rail. People love those games. I tried playing them, I couldn't do it, but people love it, and I just couldn't get behind it. The gacha thing always throws me off. And
oh yeah, I got you.
I don't hate it because I like all the Tales games, mobile games, but it's like I don't think I want to see that on the console too much, and it's like they're always in like a world like they expect me to know what's going on, but I don't. Like, I don't want to start halfway through your season, like 19, and be like, okay, we're doing this in the story. And I'm just like, okay, where's part 1 at?
Sounds like Destiny.
I need a synopsis first or something.
Yeah, that sounds just like Destiny.
No, Destiny starts you from the beginning. There was a beginning. There's literally a timeline in the second game where you can see all the stuff from Destiny 1. So don't give me that shit. I'm telling you got to play Destiny 2, and you'll really experience it. It's great. We can start new characters together. I haven't done nothing on my Titan yet. I can literally carry you. It'd be great. Show you all the best stuff to get. Just gotta try it, man. Gotta be open-minded.
Whatever.
Comments tell us, man, if you play Destiny and stop tripping.
Anyway.
Lightfall is literally free right now.
Anyway, yeah, Marvel Rivals should be a great game. I can't wait for it to come out. Yeah.
Sad. Just sad. But, I mean, yeah. It's coming out. Marvel Rivals. I can't wait to try it. I might play with my friends again. They haven't banished me forever. Because I've been on the Overwatch circuit for a cool minute. But I suck, so they shouldn't really want me that bad.
Well, to be honest, you still got most games. But
you won't see me in that Crucible, though, dude. Just saying.
I mean, when you're the only one playing the game, of course you're going to be the best.
Yeah, I'm the only millionth person playing this fucking game. No. I'll tell you this much, though. Playing Overwatch has drastically improved how I play every other game, which is great. because I've gotten yelled at way too many times for talking about, Tavon, where are you at? What are you looking at? Where's my healing? I need ult. Why aren't you ulting when I'm ulting? And I'm just like, okay. But in Destiny, I'm like solo playing trials, and I'm just like, okay, let's not go fight everyone at 3v1 against me unless I had some heavy. But no, yeah, I play way more defensively than I used to, and it's great because now my KD is up compared to before.
Yeah,
but I don't know what it is with Overwatch, man. I just can't get it down. I can't fuck with it. It's weird.
Well, maybe Marvel Rivals will be the game to get you to.
No, I feel like the first week I'll do really great because everyone's still figuring things out, and I'm just going for kills. And then as soon as everyone establishes their mains, I'm fucked. I'm just done. There's no way. Oh, hey, look at this. This Killer Frost main right here is getting murked by Spider-Man webs from across the spawn.
Yeah, Moira, man. I remember Scarlet Witch is basically Moira, which is awesome.
Yeah, I saw that. What the hell?
Nah, man, I'm cool with it. It's exactly what she should be. She sucks you up.
Jesus. Doctor Strange is going to really throw me off because I'm going to be doing something cool.
Doctor Strange.
And then all of a sudden, I'm behind everybody now.
Yep.
I wonder how far it takes you.
Yeah, Hulk looks awesome too because it's basically Diva. Just go kill him and he goes into Bruce Banner.
That is hilarious. When I saw that shit, I was dying. I was like, they stupid for this.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even give him a gun.
They also have Penny Parker in there, but I'm not sure. I didn't see much gameplay on her.
Penny Parker is a little bit more closer to Diva. She's basically Diva.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if she's the thing where she loses the mech or not. Or
you know what? I'm a little mad at some of these designs aren't what we see in like the movies or the animated stuff shows. I know a small nitpick, not saying it's the end of the world, but it's like, come on, into the Spider-Verse, Penny Parker would have been hilarious. And she's just like animated way differently than everybody else.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That would have been awesome. And then imagine all the Spider-Man skins you could have did. That would have been awesome. And then
I'm pretty sure that Spider-Man will have a lot of. Actually, one of the gameplay I saw, the dude unlocked that rocker Spider-Man.
Yeah, the Punk Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, I'm scared they're gonna be crazy in that game.
They should be flooding the game with those things. I do not want to see a single person I play against looking the same. Like that's how it is for Destiny right now. Like I've seen a lot of similar armor sets, but it's like the transmog system and everything is so great that like I never see the same person twice within like the same day. Like everyone looks so crazily different unless something's like super cool looking and popular and it only has like one ornament.
Okay.
But yeah, everyone looks so different. Even like all of my characters look like if you saw me like day one for Destiny 2, it's so different from how I am now. It's crazy. But yeah, they do the system really well too. With how they handle the stores really well is really good. Like for example, the Eververse store is nothing but cosmetic stuff, and it's great. And you pay for it, of course, but it's affordable. It's not $20 every skin, and it's just great. That's what we need to see in Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, Marvel Watch, or I don't know.
Marvel Watch, I like that one. Marvel Watch.
That's what I'm gonna end up calling it eventually, because that's the game looks so much like Overwatch. It's crazy, but I pretty much got everything off my chest.
I'm happy with it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. Let us know if my editing sucks. More will be added to the studio, of course. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts, of course. Pretty sure you guys got better opinions than we do. We're not experts, of course. So take everything we say with a grain of salt. And yeah.
And tell us if you want an anime channel where we can have a lot better discussions